Good afternoon, Twitch and YouTube. This is Harmony Muse with part 3 of my Mass Effect Andromeda Let's Play. Today, God's willing, we should actually get to some real pathfinding.
Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Hope I'm not interrupting something important.
Not at all. We were just finishing up.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
Good old older sisters.
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
Okay, I can flirt with a female Turian. I'ma do it!
Wow, that's some laser focus.
Yeah? Was it too much? Some people get intimidated.
I'm not just some people. I really like the intensity.
That's good. It's nice to feel appreciated. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
Yep. Okay, we'll chat later. But as you can see, I play professional but also emotional. So we've got here. Hey, what the hell? You're moving around a couch.
I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omniblade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
So, basically, you took a scuzzy old,
Someone
beat-up
brought
ass
this to
old
Andromeda?
couch,
It
literally
was new
from
when we
one
left.
galaxy to
Been
another.
a hard year. So, finally time for that beer?
Just have a
And
place
after
to
2
lounge
years
and
a
get
dozen suspensions,
get
I took a lateral promotion out of the force.
Being
Being a cop just didn't fit.
That's awesome.
The crisis response, digging people out of trouble, that worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
What was Hustle?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy Urban Search Terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch.
I'll
All
give you
civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I miss all that.
I wanted exploration, to chase the cutting edge of Prothean research. I thought I'd found my calling. Seems like a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
Not flirting with
That
you.
blunt, huh?
That blunt.
I was on a good path in the Alliance. Then everything fell apart. There wasn't much left for me. Andromeda was so far away, I figured if you're going to start over, start way over.
Gotcha. Clean slate.
Back at you, Cost.
I want to say I'm running from my past, but it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and
Okay.
still do. I have to. We're in it.
Fair point.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder, you've got your part covered. I'll do my damn.
Alrighty. So I've got two missions that want me to go back to the Citadel. Or, sorry, the Nexus. One involves speaking to a reporter. The other involves actually finishing up that
making the
whole
rounds.
sabotage mission.
Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Hey, this is the most important part of the ship.
Whoa, don't tell me they put someone smart in charge for a change. I am at your command.
Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked and idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the initiative.
I believe Gil is a same-sex romance for male characters. I'm not going to find out. And there's another reason
Seems like
I'm planning on going for
bleak.
Vetra for my
Not
romance
gonna lie,
option here.
it sucked.
Not only is she
I tend to
Turian,
live the way I work.
but with-
Kind of feel it, do it.
I
Not
did a
lot
little bit of
close
spoiler
ties,
checking.
No real sense of purpose.
The Vetra romance is one where
Figured
we
maybe
don't
I'd
see
find
any
my
nudity.
true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from.
And don't
I was
get me
going
wrong,
nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
tastefully done nudity is, perfectly fine. I just think gratuitous nudity in a sex scene can be a bit of a turnoff, especially when one's mother is also their #1 fan.
We're exploring this cluster, eventually the galaxy. If your purpose is here, we'll find it.
Then the question will be, what will I do with it? You just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make
Deal.
There's also the fact that one potential or potentially troublesome aspect of romance in video games is when there's nudity, it's almost universally female
Ryder,
nudity.
when you've got a minute, stop by the medbay.
Didn't I just stop and talk to you? Okay. I would have swore I literally just got done talking to you, Lexi. Hey, Crendo.
Yes?
I need to talk to you about something.
Of course.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of from when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
Who knows? Dad's always been one.
But he's sharing them with you now. That's something.
So how
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember?
Yeah, well,
That
it makes
includes
sense that for an
humans.
Asari that human anatomy
Also,
is
Harry
alien.
insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environment. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
Okay.
I'll let you get.
I'll be here if you need me.
You said you wanted to talk to me about something. What is it?
Yes?
I'll let you get.
I'll be here if you need me.
Oh, I can respec here. Let's actually take a look at that. Oh, I can actually spend credits to reset my skills points expenditure. Makes sense because of all the characters, Ryder is the one whose loadout can vary the most wildly. As previously shown, I am going to be focusing on a balanced build.
Oh, how'd you get under there?
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I wasn't I? I do that sometimes.
Armor was a distinct upgrade. Okay, well, I need to get back to the Nexus. I've done all my talking to you two. So we have for a galaxy map. Docking bay.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
Okay.
Ryder, isn't it? Kerry
Your
Tessa,
face looks
freelance
exactly like
filmmaker.
Lexi.
This is Hakim, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems.
Oh, so
But
Tans
our
want us to
problems
bullshit.
are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
Well, truth might scare people.
Maybe a crisis is the time for...
That was Tan's angle. But if we pretend everything's fine, The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
One moment, I'm getting beeped at. Okay, I'm gonna ask if that'll piss off Tan, which I'm perfectly fine with
You
doing
don't
with
mind
that
treading on the
racist
initiative
asshole.
director's toes?
What would he do? Pull funding we don't have? I'm game if you are.
Okay.
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
No, we need to do better.
We still have to fix them. Everyone, leaders included, needs to pitch in. Let's be honest about these challenges and how we're going to face them.
Nice. Won't make you popular with the leaders, but it's good to hear. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. You were great. I'll get to work editing.
So we've got here. Hey, Vetra.
Don't shove the crate off the... You shoved the crate off the ramp. Where do they find these people?
Keeping tabs on things back here?
Yeah, I try to watch what's going on while we're away, but it's nice to check in person.
Going well, I hope?
As well as it can go with limited resources, yeah. Tiny steps.
But yeah, one thing to remember in Andromeda, while we have guns, while I have powers, my character is definitively not a soldier. I'm an explorer.
Can I help you with anything?
What do you have for sale?
Hey there, just use the console. Hope you find something you like.
Ouch. Why am I...
With all the trouble, we're short on... I'd love to give you stuff for free.
Expansion. Mods that are 2400. Okay. Wool plates, remnant polymers, cat alloy. All this stuff I could use. But the amount it would take me to make that cat gun that I found.
Sure. Let me know what materials you need and I'll find you something.
That's a relief.
Hey.
I go for that. Kind of partial to the deep space stuff I have now, though. It's probably going to carry me. It's probably going to be a crutch item for a while. Probably exactly what it was intended for, was to be a crutch item. Much like the Jigans type characters in the Fire Emblem games, or Papas in Dragon Quest V, character intended to keep you for a while, but not actually be...
Report to the docking area at once.
Take me to the habitation deck. That doesn't make sense.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
I've heard of Hustle.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently...
No news on the Turian Arc yet? Or is this militia business?
Bye.
You and me?
Now, where was that mission? Okay. Says the habitation deck. Says it wants me to go to the habitation deck.
Coupling annex.
Priority scan. Oh, this is the whole scanning people mission. Okay.
This person is not a match.
It's this silliness.
Scan results show a pop.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Not
We
sure
know
what's
what you've
gonna
been up
happening,
to.
man.
You're done here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
Okay, so more trouble in paradise.
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
We can't let you stay on board. There's no saying what else you're capable of.
Wait, you'd let me go?
If you call exile letting you go, sure. You leave and you don't come back.
I'll leave.
Okay, so side quests get me Andromeda viability points as well as XP. And I've got 1,000,000,001 little side quests that are organized like... Who organizes missions like this? You know, you could have them in little, in separate folders, fine, but keep it all in one scroll so I'm not having to do all this extra work to see what I've got. That adds extra time that doesn't need to be added to what I'm trying to do. Man, I'm going the absolute wrong way, but oh well, let's talk to the captain.
You're not on the bridge, Captain?
We powered it down. Though Cryo Bay and Sam Node are exempt. And I told...
Thanks.
Hey, sorry about your father. He was really good at what he did. He was right about going planetside, though.
I wish you were still here. There's so much you
You'll do fine. You're off to a good... If there's anything else I can help with, let me know.
Wonderful. Windows wants me to restart my computer. It can bloody well
Now
wait.
that the Hyperion is docked, what will...
Normally, I'd supervise thawing out the I hear you're the one helping resolve the issue. Good luck with
Gonna
that.
do what I can.
If someone had told you that you'd be in the
Are you kidding me? I'd have laughed them out of the Although, the way things are now, we all knew there was a possibility on arrival of less... When you sign up, you hope for the best and plan for the worst.
Proper planning prevents piss-poor performance.
Why did you join the initiative? We're a long way from home.
How could I not? I love my job. Coming here, all this, it was just a logical extension of sailing through new stars, discovering new worlds. What self-respecting explorer could...
Thanks.
All right. Good luck.
Hopefully with all this... Oh, hello, Lenny.
Pathfinder. Word is there's been trouble on the station.
We just got...
Word gets around.
Does it now?
People talk. As soon as we establish outposts, everything will even out. I'm sure of it.
What about...
I'm an orphan. My parents died on the Mindoir colony when it was attacked years ago. No siblings.
A reference to Mass Effect,
I left some friends
okay.
and distant relatives behind. I love piloting. But I like the idea of going back to my roots and farming like my parents.
Why did you...
The most... Honestly, I wouldn't have known about this project if Nozomi hadn't reached...
Nozomi?
Captain Dunn. Of all the captains I've always been a wanderer at heart. When she asked me to be her pilot, how could I say no to the adventure of a lifetime?
Fair point.
How do you feel about it?
Hopeful. I know. Someone's got to keep the positivity coming, right?
Have to.
Working on the power of positivity, the New Day would be proud. Personally, I could care less. I just want to get back to a place that isn't laid out like a maze. Yep. Windows, you know. I'm gonna go check the weapons shop that was over here before I do anything else.
Go? The material?
Standard stuff. Ooh. Ooh.
I need to keep some on reserve for engineering repairs, but I can have another batch sent your way for sure.
I'm gonna replace that shotgun with a sniper rifle. Frankly, I perform better with... Well, actually, no. We'll keep the shotgun just in case, because there is that whole combat fitness skill that will let me carry more gear, it says. Up to 5 weapons. Now, duplicates, I have no problem deconstructing.
Cora's looking for you.
Cora's looking for me. I thought I spoke to her already. And it weighs even more. A little more damage. And we will give it more. Okay. Let's wait. Where would Cora be? That looks like Lexi. What the hell are you doing out here?
Ground team before I left. Early for so many goodbyes. At least Liam's still here, and one rider.
Nice place you found. Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
Take it easy.
Your biotics always do that when you're maybe stressed?
I got it. I'm good. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
You're a human, not an Asari.
Huntress? Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative.
Funny you
Some
dealt
things
with
stick,
Blue.
though. Like losing the old man.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with one of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
You were his second in command.
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
I know it's not the same, but I'm a good
I hope you're as good at being Pathfinder. I said I wouldn't get in the way. I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix?
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
I could flirt with her, but I'm not going to. Besides, yeah, her barn door don't swing that way.
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use... If you want to talk.
Yeah, no, we're good. You're okay. Got 2 Avengers. I'm gonna keep one. Okay. Gonna keep all that ammo. So I've got a kiosk where I can buy and sell things, and I've got my strike team and stuff. Ah, they've lowered the price on stuff. Okay, that's basically for trickle stuff and potential gear, but mostly for materials and levels. It's a way that the multiplayer syncs in with the single player.
Some light scatter from ice in the Scourge.
I'll recalibrate the sensors for bloody nuisance cloud.
Now, time to actually do some exploring.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, I'm detecting anomalies from here. Interesting.
Probes launched. Anomaly found.
Pointless travel sequence, go! So there is natural ezo here. Which means that there is, okay. Which means in theory that biotics and such happen naturally, and that there are potentially a trace of Reaper tech here. Though then again, it wasn't, you know, the Reapers didn't discover or didn't invent Element Zero. They just perfected Mass Effects and such. Nothing here. Alright. Go to each of the planets and see if we find something. Remember that the Asari wanted me to scan 50 planets.
I'm picking up something.
There's something here. It's a lot faster than scanning on previous games, that's for damn sure.
Probe away.
Here.
Detecting what's left of a ship.
Looks like a bunch of stuff to sell. We are going to explore everything, though, because I do want to try to 100% this game.
I'm picking up something.
Something here, too. Here.
Deploying probe. Anomaly found.
A volcano. XP. We like XP. XP is good. If I'm getting that much XP just from tossing a probe into a volcano, I can take that. Hello, what noise is that? I think they're worth exploring. Now let's see what this cluster map looks like. Okay, we're seeing 4 dots and many other potentially lit up dots. This is going to be a very large exploration. There's going to be a lot of exploration going on here, isn't there? I have no problems with that. We're going to the Pfeiffer system now. Weird red blue shift on that planet.
This is about as far as the Nexus surveyors could get before, well...
Let's see what's waiting here. Anomaly detected. Probe away.
What What do we have here?
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Let's see what we find first before I start fetching. $134 aluminum. Remember that they said that that was a large amount of resources. Nothing to explore here. Keep hitting escape to get out of things out of reflex, and that's not what you use in this game. Okay, H480. We're gonna leave exploring the black hole for last. So I'm sure that's gonna have something useful. At this rate, this potential cluster could have more planets to explore than the entirety of the Mass Effect galaxy, or the Milky Way galaxy, did in the previous 3 Mass Effect games. So that leaves me wondering, I needed the relay system to get around that quickly. Am I just flying around using standard FTL here? If that's the case, it should be taking me forever to get from point 1 to point A to point B. Yeah. I wonder if I would be seeing something different if I had a anaglyph 3D glasses on with that red shift and blue shift like that. Nothing here. I did it again. Nothing. And I did it again. Damn muscle memory. A planet in the middle of an asteroid field that's all green and not covered in pockmarks. That's surprising. Nothing there. Oopsie daisy, I forgot to do the black hole. So many things, and there was so far only one planet of any note in the system. I think it was that asteroid. Nothing in the black hole either. That's awful depressing. Let's go to Ericsson's system and see what we find here. While we're doing that, I'm going to check how long I've been doing this. I've already been doing 40 minutes just talking to people. Figure that out.
So this is where the human Ark first entered Helios?
Heck of a wake-up call.
One moment. Markland, let's see here. it again. Damn muscle memory.
Anomaly detected.
Something in the Scourge.
Anomaly found.
Starship wreckage. Let's see what we find there. Whee!
That's the research vessel Dr. Aridana informed us of. There are no life readings within.
She'll want to know.
50 remnant research data. That shuttle got moshed. Poor people. I leveled up.
Anomaly on sensors.
What do we have here? Looks like
probes launched.
Some
Tracking a
type
huge
of
mineral deposit.
146 is considered huge. Good to know. 134 was considered huge earlier. On to Vineland. Are we going to find the corpse of Kratos Aerostar there? Oh, right. Wrong Vineland.
Anomaly on sensors.
I have something here too. We have a crater.
Deploying probe.
We're gonna find it.
We've got a crater.
Too. Nope. XP. XP is good. Free XP just from exploring a crater though? Almost feels like cheating. But I ain't gonna say no to it. All of this faffing about's got me level 4 before I even set foot on an actual combat planet. That's perfectly fine with me.
I'm picking up something. Probe away. Satellite detected.
Okay, so we got some Milky Way research data from it. That'll help us in building our Milky Way gear. And naturally, I'm probably going to try to work towards the N7 stuff. Because I can. I may not be Shepard, but I'm going to look like Shepard if I can.
System Pythias. Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1. Designated EOS.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of EOS.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
I could probably make some N7 stuff at this point. But would it be good, as good as the Deep Space Gear? Probably not. Then again, the Deep Space Gear, it was a one-size-fits-all and covered my entire body. Decent amount of iron, okay. Nanook. Okay. Fair point. And I did it again.
I'm picking up something.
An anomaly? What do you find?
Probe away.
More natural
Tracking
resources.
a huge mineral deposit.
Beryllium, okay. Well, check on the skill points after I get to another planet. Calm yourself down, game. I'm already a third of the way through scanning the planets that the lady wanted. But I still have to scan rocks on the ground and scan animals. That's gonna be fun. Well, wait, what's the opposite of fun?
Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. Satellite detected.
And when the original submarine was filled, but it's gathered valuable data from you. Okay, Milky Way research data, okay. I've got a sizable amount of data for the Milky Way. I can actually probably make a bit of stuff. And that's exactly what we're gonna do before we land. So I'm working on some N7 gear. There. We use HO60 and then EOS. Before I land, I'm going to go spend my research points and, use my skill points. One moment. Check what I need to unlock the next level of Explorer. I need 8 points in each. Don't even have 4 points in or 6 points in each, okay. Two points in combat, 2 points in... Okay, so I've got... Let's drop 6 points into you. Or get you to 6 points, rather. Do I want to or do I not? Could be useful. That's going to be how we spend our points in you. Okay, how are we going to spend your skills? Focus gets you more power damage. Okay, what do we have for Liam? Looks like their passives are fairly much the same. Got 6 points. Hyper Guardian, what's this? It looks like standard. Yeah, no. We need copper, iridium, and platinum to make it, though. Now let's go back and actually land on our new planet. I'll give you a fair warning. I'm playing this mostly blind. I have no friggin' clue what I'm doing here.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Oh.
Is that possible? We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the Ked.
Okay, so we've got interesting stuff here. Better Beginning, Lost Brother, First Murderer. Several missions to do. My armor's set up. My consumables are set up. Large bonus damage to armor, shield capacitors. Okay. What are we taking? Okay, Veteran Cora. Alright. Confirm loadout.
Suiting up. See you on the ramp.
Hope we're all that ready. Callow? All right.
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months. What?
I said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on Eos. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
We didn't come millions of light years to die in a different place. I'm not letting the initiative down.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Then let's get landing.
Take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
That voice sounds eerily familiar to a friend of mine in my D&D group. I'm gonna have to check.
Core is hot. Shields holding, adjusting entry.
We got this, right?
Hell.
Don't tell me my first landing on a planet's gonna be a crash.
There. Set us down at this nav
What
point.
is this, Tatooine? I think George Lucas is gonna sue somebody. I think I'm getting beeped at. One moment.
To track it down.
Okay.
Let's get the power back on. They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
How would they know? They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make Eos a home.
We have a place to go, but we're not going that way yet. Going to explore everything I can first. Research data.
This analysis provides us with important research data, Pathfinder. If you continue to scan and collect this data, we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment, such as your weapons and armor.
What do we have in here? Chief Engineer Grace Litos. Specialist Cathari needs to stop navel-gazing about the monoliths and whoever built them. We need that speculating mind of his. If it doesn't grow food, stop wind, or help get Special Project Sigma done, it's not worth our time right now. His team is looking at the big structures, and they'll do good work, but I've tagged his runner just in case. Vehicle tracking code Grace Delta 9. Lithium. Omnigel and a shield capacitor, okay. Interesting. An infusion station.
It's inoperable, Pathfinder. That door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
That ain't cool. Nickel, okay. You know if we find any dime or quarter. Okay, we've got botany analysis. What are you hiding, EOS? Exhibits sporadic hypergrowth despite an environment that can sandblast pain. I'm starting to suspect an electromagnetic trigger. Detected a signal of some kind, definitely alien, but that's not my field. Uncertain if deliberate. Vector noted.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo.
Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
Got a code lock key.
Handy. It'll get us in.
I think this is for purifying water.
And the storms pushed it around like a kid's toy.
That thing.
No way this has been here long.
Going by call sign records, that shuttle is currently parked in the Nexus. Someone's been naughty.
We have a body.
This body's Omni tool has a door access code.
Not the important part, Sam.
We knew some were lost, Ryder. We weren't told they were left.
Wonder how many are out there.
Too many. Lexi, update Nexus records on Harwell, Theo J, and get a recovery shuttle out here.
Good idea. If he's got family, they deserve closure.
What kind of shit
We'll give them
they
more
having
than
that they
closure.
left people
We'll
here
finish what he
dead?
started. These shield masks are protecting against the radiation, but they're wearing out fast.
Standard issue. The outpost was going through them like gizzard picks.
Try something. I could probably get on top of my ship from here. Let's try it. Yep. I'm on top of my ship. This thing has a sunroof? I like it.
Really, Ryder?
Okay, now that's enough screwing about. Let's actually get stuff done. How long I've been at this? Okay, an hour and change. Okay. Got a door. Turian calibration coil.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power, too. The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
A message for Nick Theniopoulos. People are staying here saying that EOS isn't viable, that things aren't going like they expected. I think you should come back. I know what you're going to say. I didn't sign up for the initiative to stay trapped in a floating tin can, and I promise you can have your adventure. Later when they've had more time to plan for your safety. Mom told me to make sure you don't get over your head, and that's what I'm doing. At least think about it and check in more often. I've started to adopt Mom's worry. Already true through the nail of my pinky finger. It's up to you whether I keep the rest of my nails intact. Update Leah Wells for this long channel. Requesting an update because my friend hasn't checked in on something. She hasn't responded to any of her messages, and I'm worried. Well, sorry to bug you again, but I've requested an update. Okay, it looks like her message didn't go any damn where. Feel sorry for that poor lady. Loot. Who likes loot? Iron. Shitload of iron. Omnigel. Okay.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Addison thinking sending us here? Eos might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close, it's a hellscape. Farthingale's on my case to stay positive. Put on a brave face for the rest of the team, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm gonna die out here.
It's a valid worry.
I got a partial lock, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Interesting.
Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we go outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
And another locked door. Where are you leading us? A building up there. Okay.
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we'll know where to look for that signal.
This rifle has a spin up. I might be going back to that Avenger then.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
That ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here. You thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
Okay, people died here and you're here for salvage? I'm gonna see you arrested or dead.
I'm not a salvager, I'm a Pathfinder. We've come to fix all this.
Call me Clancy. Pathfinder, huh? Like that changes much. The Nexus just can't let Eos go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help Eos. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
So you're more worried about your own ass than everybody else that could have been here.
Help me with the power relay and I'll take care of the Ket.
You're crazy. Though maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
You know what they say, take the horns by the bull.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
No, take the tail by the tiger.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he used his clearance to sneak off the station. Make some credits on the side.
Don't sound so impressed.
We've got company.
Let him come.
We've got Ket.
We had Ket. So satisfying.
They weren't kidding about the cat.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
I like this gun. I'm gonna call it Vera. I'm going to hug it and kiss it and squeeze it and call it George.
You took down all those Ket? Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Get your
Shuttles
ride.
aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
I'll take another look around the outpost.
Just finding it won't be enough. Hope you're smarter than we were. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Go on. We'll take it from here.
I guess Crazy Blue has to buy her parts from someone else.
Crazy Blue? I'm afraid to ask. Receiver, Omniblade 2. Ooh. Equip that and take you. So now I have a new pig sticker. I like that. Controls, okay. Fire controls and C-bot, press to
Power
activate.
restored. We should have access to everything in Site 1 now. Right, Sam?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
Absolutely.
That almost feels like a lead. Damn right that's worth investigating.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
All the more reason to see if that alien structure can make a difference to this planet. Come on, we better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Now the power is restored, we can investigate the nearby
So
buildings.
literally turning on a generator increased my viability by 5 points, okay? I'm going to all those locked doors I couldn't go into before.
Another code, like we already found. walls could talk.
Actually, with enough sensory data, I might be able to reconstruct an image of the past.
A lower rate of fire, but higher damage, higher accuracy.
Seriously? You can do that?
Normally, it would be impossible, but since this is an initiative building, I have access to a multitude of data and arrays.
Let's give it a shot.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Major Anna. It's not doing anything. Weird. So okay, hold on, I'm getting there was something in here. Don't tell me this was just all about the loot. Log supply situation, K Farthingale. Rations again tonight, soup menu with a couple crackers each. I'm ready to prep up the south building tomorrow. There's nothing else for us. Can't forge if the weather's steadily. Alright, there's talk about going back to the Nexus. Okay, I'm gonna stick it out even for the last. Vanadium.
Nobody told them what they were in for.
Sam and I could have helped them. This won't happen again.
Not going in there yet. There's another building over here.
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
We're not scavenging anymore. This is how we rebuild.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
This gives us the tools to find the source, and maybe whoever else is looking.
Dampening coils. A lot of EZO.
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
Why would I want to build an Avenger? Well, the Disciple shotgun. Initiative armor versus Pathfinder armor, okay. And then there's the Maverick Skirmisher gear. I need to actually develop my new assault rifle. I need Ket alloy. Let's make something throwaway to get the mission resolved. A level up from making a gun. And skill points at that. So profiles, I need 8 each. What do I have currently? 5 points, 4 points, and 6 points. So I'm going to need to put more into biotics. Okay.
Special requisition. All-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad. 6-wheel drive. Jump jets. Just what you need.
The initiative only built a few.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad crate access code.
Multiple deployment coordination, etc., etc. Protocol initiated. See how this schematic works. So it's an accurate single shotter, okay? It's a battle rifle. I can deal with that. There's something. Oh, I feel like I'm on the wrong side. See if there's a keybind for that. Controls, keybind. Camera swap, we recenter. There we go. Get hard out, Scooter. Thing even growled. I'm gonna like this car. Oh, and I can make upgrades for you. I'm gonna like this.
The Nomad should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you?
Okay, so it's got four-wheel and rear-wheel and six-wheel drive. I'm assuming that sacrifices speed for traction. So you're telling me I have traction in this thing? It's a Festivus friggin' miracle. Mein Gott in Himmel. O frabjus de calutale. Jump jets could use work. It's no maker when it comes to the jump jets.
Radiation levels increasing. radiation levels within acceptable limits. Radiation levels increasing.
Okay, so we can examine. So there's also we had.
Experiencing radiation damage.
Got up. Not necessarily the way the game wanted us to do it, but we did it.
Pathfinder, this is the spot where Nigel McCoy wanted you to leave his pendant.
In honor of his brother, Dash McCoy.
Well, at least be glad there weren't any Hatfields on this place. Waypoint, we got a waypoint down here too.
Radiation within safe levels. Life support at 100%.
Alright. I have no idea where I'm going at this point.
Can't get traction. It's too steep.
Switch to 6-wheel drive. It'll get you up there in a snap.
Okay, I like that. And we do have aliens. Bug out. Some weird kind of bug. Rider memories.
Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Got murder evidence and minerals to scan. And we've also got a main quest to be up there. I'm not sure what I'm doing or where I'm going. So that
Got it. Signal's coming from that structure up ahead. Let's do this!
You know it's gonna happen.
Pathfinder, another deceased colonist.
If you get me their name, I'll update the records and tag the body for recovery.
Avante, Tegan C. Radiation got to her.
Tegan Avante, okay. Platinum. What do we have here? Something that's going to be interesting. Credits. Okay.
I'm picking up initiative tech nearby from above us.
There, look, up near that scaffolding.
It's slippery, but there's a great view.
Who'd be crazy enough to carry heavy equipment up there?
Too sophisticated for a salvager. Who else is studying this place?
I detect no additional glyphs in the area.
What do we have here?
Building connection. I apologize for any discomfort. The system seems unstable.
This would happen when my dad tried doing this?
Your father interfaced directly with the atmosphere processor. That proved extremely hazardous. These structures could reveal its control center. System remains unstable. Doubling our power input might accelerate the process.
I'll give it a shot.
Wait!
I need an adult!
Back up. Literally.
Oh!
Whoa!
And she
Easy.
needs new pants.
You've come this far. Just let it ride. I've been studying this tech for months. I don't know how you activated those glyphs, but you have to let them cycle through their channels. It's going to be all right. Trust me, okay?
Yeah, could you kind of get off me right now, crazy ass lady?
I know. Who am I? I mean, it's obvious who you are. I saw the ship swoop in. You're a Pathfinder. I was beginning to think the initiative just made you guys up so the rest of us wouldn't lose hope, but you're for real, huh?
Are you for real? You were going to tell me who you are.
I might just be the solution to all your problems. Well, look at that.
System has stabilized. I'm establishing a connection.
Oh shit.
Oh crap.
What the hell was that?
Things from Habitat 7! Later! Just take them out! Keep targeting that one! They make little bots!
Get away from it.
My first tangle with the Remnant was a lot messier.
The Remnant?
These monoliths, the Observer and Assembler bots, they're all the remnants of something much bigger.
Okay, good
But
name.
that's too long. Ugh, I hate long. So, the Remnant. Like, my name's better as PB.
Okay.
Thanks for helping with those things. I'm Ryder.
You're a mystery. I've been studying those glyphs for months, and then you arrive and poof, solved.
I saw this tech clear the skies on Habitat 7. We're hoping it could do the same for EOS.
Huh. Atmosphere manipulation? Maybe. Fits the model. All Remnant tech is connected. You interfaced with this monolith somehow, and now it's pinging the others. If you wake them up too, they must lead to whatever master switch might fix the radiation.
Possibly.
Interface with the monoliths, follow the connection to the source. Easy enough.
Sure. Just don't piss off too many observers.
Pissing people off
take my
seems
nav
to be my
points.
stock and trade.
I've got to figure this interfacing out. Just be careful. This planet's all kinds of strange.
You're talking, lady. And I just got straddled by a sorry doctor, and you're saying they're strange. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Detecting above normal radiation levels.
Remember the Nomad's jump jets? They'll get you over most obstacles. If you need more juice, the boosters can accelerate you out of trouble.
Life support is back online.
Maybe I shouldn't be driving like I'm a maniac. I like this thing. It handles so much better than the Mako. Oh dear God, this is better than the Mako. I've got traction when I need it, agility when I need that. On these forward operating bases, that's awful convenient. Okay. It's been about hour 3/4, almost 2 hours. I don't want to get involved in too much more right now because this is the kind of game that feels like it would suck me right in and I would lose track of time. And frankly, I got shit to do. I got dishes to get done, mail to go, or mail to be got, etc., etc. So I'm going to go ahead and call it for now. But I'm really getting to where I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. You know, I don't understand why people are talking about the faces. Yeah, at first, it's far better than it was back in the day because my first character that I made, that I did during the trial, she looked like she had taken all the Botox. This writer actually looks like she has some kind of emotion to her. Well, anyway, I'm going to let you go. Thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. This has been Harmony Muse. Thank you and have a wonderful evening. I might be back tonight. I don't know.